Thank you,
So,
sir.
I only have one rule inside my classroom, and that is no phones should be open. If I see someone opening their phone, expect that there will be a consequence. Before we'll start our activity, let's start with a count of starting here.
14, 15,
24, 27, 28, 29, 35, 36, 37. Alright, 5 plus 5. 10 plus 10. 20 plus 20. 40 divided by 4. Who's number 10? Alright, so can you please stand up? So can you say hi to your classmates? Hi. You respond with hi also. Hi. Alright, so you can now take your seat. So for others na karon pa nabot, please tell your classmates what number are they. So all throughout the duration of the class, I will be calling random numbers. And if your number is called, you are expected to answer a certain question. Last number is 37, right? So you will be number 13. Is the instruction clear? Yes. Alright, so let's start with a quick activity. And this activity is what we call word store. So all you really have to do is, there will be certain words that I will be telling or showcasing here. And then all you have, if your number is called, you have to stand automatically and say a certain word that connects to that word. Example would be response. When I say responsibility, and then you might think of a certain word that connects with responsibility. Example would be accountability, it can be duty, it can be Superman. Spider-Man. Superman is also responsibility, right? So is the instruction clear? So you have to prepare a word, each one of you, because you wouldn't know if kamu ang tawag na number. Yehey? Let's just, when I say yehey, you say yehey. Yehey? Yehey. Can you tap the person beside you and say yehey? Yehey. Can you also say yehey? Paparapapap. When I also say paparapapap, you say papa. Paparapapap. Papa. And that means to say, kapatagal sininyo, kapatagal sa teacher, and your attention should be towards me. Yehey? Yehey. Alright, let's start with the first word. We have intention. Can I have numbers 1 to 7? Stand up. Any word that associates with intention. Purpose, correct. How about numbers 5? Will, correct. How about numbers 35? 35? Any word that you can associate with this one? We also, we have purpose and will already. Another word. Means. Alright. Another one is we have action. Can I have numbers? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to stand up. Starting with you. Any word that you can associate with action? Movement, down. Motion, down. Outcome, down. Work. Any word? Pretty cool words. Go. Yeah. Correct. Action is a verb. Check. Advocacy. Alright, thank you so much. So, when I say limang taas, you do this. Five, four, three. Punishment? Punishment wonder? Alright, so can we give everyone some home task? Alright, so for the random calling of numbers, it will take effect until the end of my class. So please pay attention all throughout because I will be throwing some certain questions and all you have to do is provide the correct answer. Yay, hey? Alright, let's proceed with our discussion today. But let's try to read first what's written in front. No, can I have all the girls to stand up? Girls? And read what's written in front. Go.
Emily discovers that Alex is cheating during an exam. The instructional guidelines make it clear that any concerns related to the exam will result in consequences for the entire class, including Emily. Most students are aware of this rule. Reporting Alex's cheating would adhere to academic integrity but will trigger negative consequences for everyone. Opting not to report allows Alex to succeed while potentially placing Emily at a disadvantage. This situation presents Emily with a dilemma, torn between upholding moral principles and considering personal and collective repercussions.
Alright, you may now take your seats. So, I will be throwing random questions to a certain person. Now let's try to discuss first. Before I proceed, do you understand the situation already? Alright, so for the first question we have here, is it morally right for Emily to prioritize personal success and well-being over the duty of both honesty and integrity? Before I ask someone to answer, can you please sit properly? Do not slouch. Can you have the person beside you and say, hey, wag ka mag-slouch? Alright, and if also I notice random students who is not paying attention to the class, expect that you will be called out. Yay? Alright, can I have 2 plus 2? 4 plus 4? 8 divided by 2? 4 times 10? 40 minus 7? 33 minus 33 minus 3. Who's number 30? Alright, let me try to share to the class your answer about this. For me, it is not morally right for Emily to prioritize personal success over the it is because Emily knows that it is not right and there are future consequences. For example, Alex will continue to do this behavior and he will read until no one will correct him. Alright, can we give her a tatlong taas? In response to her answer, can I have another number that would say, considering that your classmate mentioned na Alex will do it again, possibly. But let's try to go back to the situation saying that it will also Emily will get disadvantage considering that Alex will ace the exam. So would you also still, or would you agree to your classmate's answer considering that ma-disadvantage lang ka sa person and then that's for her exam? Can I have numbers 5 plus 5? that's your point of view. Thank you so much. So your classmate mentioned about she does not entirely understand as to why Emily is at a disadvantage. But then again, your classmate also explained na madako man yung score and then maybe the exam is very difficult and then nag-cheating siya. So, it may vary. Your answers are actually valid if you are looking at it in a different perspective. Can you say perspective?
Perspective.
Alright, so we have here another question. Thank you so much for your inputs, by the way. So we have here another question. 5 plus 5?
Yes.
10 plus 10?
20.
20 plus 5?
25.
25 plus 2?
27.
27 minus 3?
24.
24 minus 5? 19. Who's number 19? Alright, you may stand up. Can you try to answer this question? Alright, thank you so much. So your classmates mentioned at the end of the day it's Emily's choice whether she will report it or not, but she's obliged to report it because she knows that someone is cheating. If I may ask, random, can you close your eyes? Honestly, close your eyes. Just try to ponder, did you even try cheating in a certain courses in your life? So, you may now open your eyes and try to reflect on the situation that Emily and Alex is in. So, let's not be hypocrite, right? I mean, I am not also encouraging that we do cheating. But then again, I don't have the right also to reprimand you because I don't know what's the story behind that incident as well. But it's a reflection for us to ask ourselves, have we also tried cheating as well? Can we also try to put our position in Emily or in the position of Alex? Because we don't know what's the story of Alex not on the Maybe there's a certain issue or concern or factor that affects Alex to cheat. But then again, we are talking about reason, we're talking about will, we're talking about intention as to why Alex cheated in the exam. Yay?
Yay.
Is the situation making sense so far? I have here another question. Can I ask all the boys to stand up? And the count of 3 seconds, I want you to point someone. 3, 2, 1. Is there a maturity and I'm pointing this I can see them. Oh, boys, sit down. Let's have the 3 gentlemen. Alright, so you may try to brainstorm your answer and you can provide input about this question. Should it influence your decision to report or not? Brainstorm challenge. Alright, 10, 9, 8, 7. We will hear your individual answers now, but you can also brainstorm. So let's have first the gentleman in the center to share. Papa.
Papa.
Your classmate will say something. Our duty is to listen. Alright, we now start. No, because can
Dili ka makita ulit.
If you have noticed, majority, I think you have different answers, whether it will, if the negative consequences affects the decision of Emily to report it or not, and that's okay, because then again, we have different perspective, different POV as to what we say on a certain thing, and that's okay. We cannot judge someone just because dili siya uyong or dili siya in line or not safe with our sentiments. Yay? So right now, since we've discussed about reason, we've initially talked about reason, Emily's reason, or Alex's reason, or can be their intention or will as to why they did that. But today, we'll try to discuss more and understand deeper as to how reason, intention, and will makes or affects a person's or make them morally responsible in their human actions. Yay? So we have here, we will be discussing Kant's ontology, but for you to understand better, allow me to discuss what ontology is. Ontology, can I have number 35 to read? Alright, so when we say ontology, it is more focusing on the action rather than the consequence. So when we say action or the doer of the action, that means to say we're focusing on ourselves, our reasoning, our intention, and our will. So that's the ontology. But to make it more specific, we will be talking about Kant's ontology. So I believe you're familiar with Thomas Aquinas, right? And the other divine theory that focuses more on religion and morality, combine the religion and morality. Diba? Thomas Aquinas, kay ang iyaha is, we are morally responsible of our decisions and actions. And then again, we are vested by God's morality. Kasi diba? Connected or siya. But for Kant's ontology, he is more, he thought that religion and morality should not be connected because separate man siya. So for Kant's case, he is focusing more on the morality of a person alone. Yeah. Clara ba? Is there any confusion? Wala ra? Alright, so let's try to discuss first. According to Kant's ontology, his philosophy emphasizes the importance of rational thought and the intentions behind action. So, as what I said a while ago, it's more of understanding the self rather than the consequence itself. So we have here, one of the fundamental aspects of moral action is acting out a sense of duty guided by rational moral principles, or what we call reason. Now, acting out a sense of duty, not of desire, meaning to say, you are aware within yourself what's morally right and morally wrong. It's based on your reasoning, not based on the desire na, oh, ganun magmani, but it's morally wrong. So, let's try to lessen more the desire here because we are focusing on Kant's ontology. But then again, disclaimer, there are a lot of theories about this one, but for today, we will be focusing on Kant. Yay? So as for reason, humans possess the capacity for rational thought and decision making. So every individual human can assess a certain situation, can assess certain options, and can also determine the course of action that they would take depending on their understanding of right and wrong. So, honestly speaking, we are responsible to our actions based on Kant's ontology. So right now, when we talk about intention that is deliberate, can any one of you here, do you have any input on how can you define intention? Or is this term familiar with you? You've heard about this term, right? Anyone? If not anyone, then we have number 17 to share. 17. Your input. Any word or anything that you can explain lang what intention is. Alright, thank you so much. Can we give her a limang taas? Your classmate mentioned about your reason. So, intention, which is deliberate, let's all read first what's written on the screen.
If you do something that is deliberate, you planned or decided to do it beforehand, and so it happens on purpose rather than by chance.
Alright, let's look at the examples of the cheating incidents with Alex and me, Emily. So, as per the situation, we were not provided with enough context as to why Alex cheated in the exam. So, what we can provide right now is just judgment. Judgment and data is different. Can you say judgment?
Judgment.
How about data?
Data.
But it can be data, but data. Judgment is different from that data. Data lang gamitin na. Judgment is just opinions. But data is more of factual. So, let's say for example, your classmate, what's your name? Vince. Example, kanina, cheated in an exam. And then, so, example na. Can I consent? Is it okay to make an example? Okay. So, Vince tried to cheat in the exam. So, ako, mga classmate ni Vince, perfect ako, kaya 10 ako score of 15. Okay, cheater si Vince, ako po naman, cheating. So, that's already. So, I might be saying things na, nag-cheat siya, nag-cheat mo na siya, nag-cheat mo na. But that's considered judgment. You all know about the reality. Data is when Vince tried to say something na ganyan. Yan ang reason. So, it's already factual because it's coming from Vince. But all of your imaginations, all of your opinions, that's just judgment. Because it's not validated yet. Yay? Yay? You might be able to be wrong that's based on when you what is yung content sa building we differentiate judgment and data. And data, mas focus better data rather than judgment. But it does not literal na judgment or judgment again sa different context ng media. But it can be interconnected to the situation. But let's go back to the discussion. It is connected because we do not know what's Vince's intention. But we can know right after we ask Vince. But then again, right after we ask Vince, that's the time validate na tama, okay, nag-cheat si Vince because wala siya nag-study. So, deliberate ang iyahang buhat sa action na mag-cheat siya. It's because wala man siya nag-study. Yay? Papa, 5 plus 5, 10 plus 10, 20 plus 20, 40 divided by 4, 10 minus 3, who's number 7? Alright, can you try to share in the class any comment in this statement? When individuals make decisions and take action, they do so with intent and purpose. Anything that you can Alright, can we give your classmates a long taas? Can you tap the person beside you and say, good? And you also respond to say, good too. Alright. So next we'll discuss of will. So will, on the other hand, refers to an individual's capacity to make choices and decisions based in rational deliberation. So intention and will is two different terms. Intention is the desire to do such things. But will, on the other hand, is the action that makes the intention comes to life. Yay? What comes to life? Will. why Alex cheated, then technically X that reason. So we cannot really determine if Alex or if Emily is morally responsible to tell it to the teacher. So Mubarak and we're actually looking at different angles here, you know. But let's try to nakakalapag sa left. We have intention, we also do not know the intention behind as to why they cheated. And as to the will, all we know is they cheated in the exam. Alex cheated in the exam. And on the other hand, Emily's will to report that to the teacher is kanara nakita kamango. But then again, if these things happen in your daily life, has to ask oneself if you are morally responsible or not, then all you have to do is just assess and ask yourself, what's your reason? What's your intention and what's your will? Because there are instances that our intention does not align with our will. Let's say for example, ako, dili ko gustong pasakitan ka. But ang akong will, feel ni mo nasakitan ka. So we have to make a thorough assessment as to how do we differentiate these things. Yay? Yay. Can I have numbers 38 to stand up? Number 6 also. Number 17. Numbers 28. Alright. Can you try to share to me your understanding so far in the discussion that I did? Starting from Alright, thank you so much. How about you? Thank you so much. How about you? Right. How about you? Thank you so much. Alright, thank you so much. Can we give everyone limang taas? Alright. So right now, any questions so far? The reason, intention, and will? Do you have any questions that you would like to clarify? So allow me to show you this one also. Reason is connected to will, as it is also connected to your intention. And that is equal to moral responsibility. So in totality, can we all have the voice to read? Stand up, please, and read.
Reason provides the basis for moral principles. The will allows individuals to choose to act in accordance with these principles. Intention is scrutinized to ensure it aligns with the principles. And moral responsibility is determined by one's commitment to acting out of duty in accordance with it.
Alright, so you may now take your seat. And can we have Andrew to give inputs on Eve, right? Hello, impact. So that will happen to you. Wait, what Andrew? I mean, I will be calling randomly, so expect that you have to be attentive all throughout the discussion. Yay? Alright. Are you familiar with the term maxim? Dili maxim na kabungkaw sa angkas. Any one of you here? Maxim is what we call the general term. Have you heard about categorical imperative? I discussed it in your first quarter. Categorical imperative are commands that you follow regardless of your desire. So moral obligations are derived from clear reasons. So here, it mentioned here that reason provides the basis for moral principles. As long as you have your understanding between right and wrong, and then muna siya that will connect to your will as to what action will you take, and that is also connected to your intention as to your desire as to what what's the will or the action. And then combined, that's what we call moral agency or moral responsibility. Any questions? So right now we have here a quick ethical decision dash. So what we will be doing is I will be throwing to you random statements, and if there will be options, option A and option B. When you choose option A, you face here, ano lang. And if you choose option B, you face there. Claro? Yes. Alright, we have here first. You notice a classmate has left their backpack behind. Option A, pick it up and give it to them. Option B, ignore it and continue with your day. 1, 2, 3, go! Asa maning answer? Your front? Ano sila? Meron na. Alright, face front. Alright, so you know the gist already, right? But dili mo mga nata ha? Hindi ko sila mga kasi yung classmate. So you choose according to your desire, your intention, your reason, and your will. Okay? Next, your friend asks you to copy your homework. Left, right, go. Okay. Next, face front. Next statement. You find your wallet with no identification but a substantial amount of cash inside. Left or right? Ano ba that? Option A, leave it where you found it. Take it to the school's lost and found. Oh, you take it. Alright. Next, face front. For moderate level, I want you to stand up if your option is A. Sit down if option B. You overhear a rumor about a threat that you know is false. Correct by misinformation or stay out of it. Go. Sit down. But the question to ask here is, are you really doing this in real life? Yes. Or are you just staying out of it? Next. Your friend confides you in about a personal issue but asks you not to tell anyone. Respect their privacy or seek help for them. Alright. Can we now take your seats? Alright. But have you tried this? Now may ginagawa ng like sa support mo ito na tutuwa. Uy, hindi ka kita kung pabitag tinong dapat ako lang. Extra mo careful apart. You have to internalize the question, connect it with your reason as to why you agree with the statement, plus your intention. Okay, maybe the situation here is this. This is true, this happened to me last week. My friend told me about her situation na it involves about mental concerns. And ako in my end, I am not professional. I was having a hard time what to do. So what I did is I asked my mentor who is a psychologist. But then again, you have to go back to the statement. But kato sa ako ng case, okay, I have to confine it with a psychologist because I cannot handle it. And then, as much as i-share ang person, ma-burden sa kayo. But then again, let's burden each other. But sometimes, there are burden in life that hindi na ginagawa. So we go back with our reason, intention, and will. Yay? How about raise your hand? Didn't go right. Hands down. So, yes, Andrew? Wow! Bawal lumabas at bawal tahimik na sa okay. Alright, so let's have a silence of 5 seconds. Alright. Let's try to internalize the questions being thrown to you a while ago and try to ask ourselves, try to assess ourselves if do we really agree on this statement or our option is really option A or option B, or are you just raising your hand because your classmate also raised and choose the same option? So let's try to internalize these situations and possibly ask ourselves, what if this will really happen to us, whether we are in our houses, in work, when you work, or even inside the classroom. That scenario might be happening inside the classroom. That I am not sure because I am not here all the time. But it's something that you should ponder and ask yourself, is my reason, intention, and will aligned? And am I morally responsible to my daily actions? Yay? So right now I want you to get your notebook. You have your notebook, right? Because your teacher said you have one. So here's the instruction. Allow me to give the instruction first before you'll do anything. So right now, here are the questions and situations I asked a while ago, but I'm going to try to repeat later. So for the next part is we have another activity, what we call my side of the story. So basically a while ago I've shown several situations, right? And then I believe one of those situations struck you. So I will give you the time and the authority and the opportunity to express yourselves more and your side as to why you chose that specific situation. So here's what will happen. You will create in your notebook, imaginary line ha, or ganahan magaling mo scenario chosen and then reason for choosing it. Hindi mo ganahan paana ba? So you have to provide a scenario. I will show you the scenario later on, and then your reason for choosing that specific, yes, reason of that specific option. Anong ka na choose? Option A or option B. But didn't ako limit if you have other options that you would like to take course, go, okay, Reggie, kayo na. And then your intention, that is deliberate as to why you did that, and of course, your will, your action. And then you might also try to identify the possible consequences. So here's the criteria for judgment. We have analysis of decision. We have clarity of intention. We also have consideration of consequences and the total time. So if you notice, your answer here will greatly affect your scores as well. But then again, I will be reading your answer as well. Since we already 144, you have 15 minutes to do so. Here's the ano. At this one, you may not take a picture na yun. Legit na pwede na picture. But, no chat GPT allowed. You choose one lang. Sa easy, tulungan na level. Easy, moderate, one lang yun. You just choose which among the 9. Alex sa easy, alright.